Hello everybody, welcome back to our seated chair Pilates classes with me, Izzy. Today I'm lucky enough to be in beautiful Island Beach, so a bit of change of scenery, but this is proof that you can do Pilates absolutely everywhere. So today I've still got with me my 0.5 kilo weights. Feel free to use any that feel good for your body. If you're a male, you might like to go a bit heavier. I would recommend nothing over 1.5 kilos though, as we will be doing a lot of long lever work. So let's just start with our warm up. Weights are going to go down on the ground. Let's start with some neck rolls. So our neck comes over to our left shoulder, down and around to our right shoulder, and rolling back over to our left shoulder. And let's move our neck rolls in the other direction now. Alright, we're going to move into some shoulder rolls next, but before we do so, let's set up our posture. So our feet are directly below our knees, our shoulders down and back. We're sitting on the edge of our chair and we're sitting up nice and tall as if someone's got a string attached to the top of your head, pulling you towards the ceiling. Let's start with some shoulder rolls. So our shoulders come up towards our ears and then down and back. Alright, let's bring our shoulder rolls forward now. So shoulders come up to our ears again, this time forward and down. Up to our ears, forward and down. Great work. Alright, let's move through our mermaid stretch next. So one hand is coming to the side of our chair, or if you have an arm, it can come to the arm of your chair. The other arm is down long by our side. As we exhale, let's sweep our hand to our ear, stretching through our side body. As we inhale, let's bring that hand back down. As we exhale, other arm comes up, pulling ourselves over to the side, stretching through the side of your body. Exhale as we lift. Inhale, lower down. Let's go twice more each side. Great work. Alright, let's warm up our legs next. So we're just going to do some ankle rolls. You can hold onto your chair for support if you need. Let's just lift one leg up and we're going to draw some circles with our toes, rolling out through the ankle. And can we circle in the other direction? Alright, let's put that leg back down on the floor, lifting up our other leg and rolling out through the ankle. Drawing circles with your toes. Your leg is staying still, just moving through the ankle. And let's draw our circles in the other direction. That foot can come back down onto the floor. All right, we're going to start with our heel lifts today. So hands are long down by our side. Our toes are under our knees. As we exhale, let's lift up the heels, coming onto our toes. Inhale, lower the heels down. So coming up onto your tippy toes like you're a ballet dancer. Alright, after we lift up onto our toes, as we lower our heels, let's start to rock back onto our heels, slightly lifting up the toes. So coming forward onto our toes, as we lower the heels down, we're going to rock back onto our heels, lifting up the toes. Let's stay with this for 30 seconds. Keeping our breath in touch with our movement. Exhale as we lift, inhale as we lower. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Great work, everybody. Let's pick up our weights now. One weight comes to each hand. Our hands are going to come into our chest. Our elbows are out wide. We're going to start with a chest press. So from this position, our arms are just extending out long. Our hands come back to our chest, elbows out wide. We're starting with our chest press. We're going to move this into a breaststroke motion. So really making sure our elbows are coming out wide as our hands come into our chest. Let's start to exhale as we press away. Inhale as we return to the chest. All right, let's turn this into our breaststroke motion. So the next time our hands come forward, we're going to bring them out to the side and then we're going to fold them back into our chest. So our hands come forward, open out wide. We bend the elbows, fold our hands into our chest, extend forward, out to the side, bend the elbows, hands into your chest. Just like you were doing breaststroke in the pool. Take a little rest if you need. Keep in touch with your body. All right, we're going to add on one more layer to challenge your brain. If it gets too much, that's okay. Just stay with your breaststroke. If you would like a challenge, the next time our hands come forward, let's lift our heels coming up onto our toes. As the arms come out, we keep our heels lifted. As the hands come in, we're going to lower our heels. So hands come forward, we come up onto our toes, bringing the arms out, stay on our toes. As the hands come in, the heels lower down. So lifting the heels up, press forward, holding the heels up, heels come down. Heels lifting up, hold, down. Great work, keep this movement going. We're going to stay with this for 30 seconds. We've got our last 3, 2, and 1. Great work, everybody. Give those shoulders a little wriggle. We're going to work into our obliques next. So if the weights get too heavy for this exercise, feel free to put them to the side. Although if the arms are still feeling okay, let's bring our fingertips to temples with our weights in hand. We're just going to start with a drop to the side. So our elbow comes and points towards the floor. We're dropping down through our torso, and then we're lifting up. So moving through a side bend here. Squeezing through your obliques as you lift back up. Let's start to exhale as we lower down, inhale as we lift up. Each time we come back to the center, can we sit up nice and tall, pulling ourselves towards the sky? Alright, let's add in one more layer. So each time we come down to the side, can we come halfway up, all the way down again, then return to the center. So we come down to the side, halfway up, all the way down, back through the center. If the half rep's too much for you, that's okay, just stay with the side bend. Alright, let's stay with this for 30 seconds. You've got your last 5, and 3, 2, 1. Just finishing off that last one. Great work. All right, let's put the arms down for now. We'll give them a rest. We're going to move into some leg work. All right, let's readjust our posture, making sure we're still sitting tall towards the ceiling. And let's switch our core on. So pretend you're wearing a tight belt and you're pulling your stomach away from the belt. Or if that one doesn't work for you, pretend that you're knitting your ribs together and engage through your core. All right, now we've got our core engaged. We're still sitting up nice and tall. Let's start with just our leg lifts. So one heel comes slightly off the floor, lower down. see if you can point your toes as you lift the foot up off the floor. Alright, we're going to make this a bit more challenging. The next time we lift one leg, can we fan it out to the side, lower down? We're going to lift up, bring back through the center. So lifting up, fanning the leg out to the side, lower down, coming back through the center. Let's exhale as the leg comes out to the side. Inhale as we bring it back through the center. Alright, we're going to make this a bit more tricky. The next time our leg comes out to the side and we place it on the ground, let's keep it on the floor. We're going to walk from toe to heel, all the way back through the center. So we lift out to the side, we're coming in toe, heel, back through the center. So lift, heel, toe, heel, toe. Lift, heel, toe, heel, toe. Great work. We're going to stay with this for 20 seconds. Alright, last 5 and 2 and 1. Great work, everybody. We've got one more leg exercise and then we've got our coordination exercise for today. So let's start with our marches again. We won't be here for long. We're going to transition this into a leg extension. Alright, the next time we lift up our leg, can we extend our toes long in front of us, bend the knee back in, lower down. So we're lifting up, knees bent, we extend the knee, pointing our toe forward, lower down. Let's see if you can point your foot as the toe comes forward and flex as we lower down. So lifting, pointing to come forward, flex to lower down. Great job. Alright, we're going to make this a little bit more tricky. The next time we lift, we come forward. Can we hold our legs straight? Flex our toes, point our toes, flex to lower down. So we lift up, point to come forward. At the top we flex, we point again and flex as we come down. We're going to stay with this for 30 seconds. Then we're going to hold each leg up one at a time, just moving through our flexing and pointing. All right, in 10, we're just gonna hold our right leg up, straight in front of us. All right, the next time we lift that right leg, let's hold it up, just pointing and flexing. We're here for 10. You've got your last 5, and 3, 2, 1. Let's move over to that left leg. Lifting up, pointing forward, flexing and pointing through the toes. We're here for 10. You've got your last 3, 2, and 1. Great work. All right, let's pick up our weights. Our last exercise for today is our rowing. So let's bring our legs long in front of us. Our hands are coming into our chest like they did for the breaststroke. This time we're going to start with a roll down. So our pelvis tilts towards the front of the room. We're rolling down through our lower spine. We're just going to start with a simple roll down, so restacking the spine to sit up tall. Tilting our pelvis forward, rolling down through our lower spine. And then we restack our spine, sit up tall. Each time you sit up tall, I want you to think of someone having a string attached to your head, pulling you tall towards the ceiling. All right, let's start to make this a little bit more tricky. So each time we roll down, let's extend our hands long above our head, bring them back to our chest to sit up tall. So rolling down, hands along, back to our chest, sit up tall. All right, let's transition this into our full rowing. So we're gonna roll down, extend our hands just like we did before. Instead of bringing them back to our chest, let's fold forward towards our toes. And then we're gonna roll up, bring our hands into our chest. So rolling down, pelvis tilts forward, arms are long above our head, arms stay long, folding forward towards our toes. Rolling through the spine, hands come back into our chest to sit up tall. Roll down, arms long, fold forward, rolling through the spine, hands back to your chest. Great work. Let's stay with this for 30 seconds. All right, let's move through one more. Great work, everybody. We can put our weights to the side. We're done with those for today. We're just going to stretch out and move through some mindfulness to finish our class. So let's start with our hamstrings. We're going to bring one leg long in front of us. Our toes point up towards the ceiling. If you want a deeper stretch, you can rock forward from your hips. So your spine stays long. Pretend you've got a pole through your spine. You're rocking forward from your hips. You'll start to feel that stretch through the back of your leg in your hamstring. Can we hold here for 3 breaths? Each breath sinking a little bit deeper. Last one. Let's bring that leg in. Our other leg's going to come out long, toes pointing towards the ceiling, rocking forward from the hips. Let's hold here for 3 breaths. All right, bringing that leg in, let's move through our cat-cow stretch next. So hands come to our knees. As we exhale, we're going to create a C curve through our spine, sinking back. As we inhale, let's bring our shoulder blades down and together, looking tall towards the sky. Exhale, shoulder blades come apart, sinking back through our C curve. Inhale, shoulder blades together, looking towards the sky. All right, let's stretch through our neck next. So one hand comes and holds the side of your head. The other hand is pulling down towards the floor. You should feel a stretch through the side of your neck. You can bring your fingertips pulling up towards the sky. Let's hold for 3 breaths. Over to the other side. All right, we're going to stretch through our arms. So one arm comes straight across our body. The other arm is going to fold it up and pull. Let's hold for 3 breaths again. And let's come over to the other side. So the other arm comes straight across our body. We wrap it up, pull it in. Holding for 3 breaths. Great work. All right, let's roll out through our wrists. So hands come out in front of us. Our forearms stay totally still. We're going to draw circles with our fingers, rolling out through our wrists. And let's draw our circles in the other direction. Hands can come down. All right, we're going to move through some deep breathing and relaxation. So I want you to find a comfortable position in your chair. If you feel comfortable to do so, you're welcome to close down your eyes. So let's breathe in all the way to the bottom of your belly. and sigh it out through the mouth. Breathing in, filling all the way to the bottom of your belly, sighing it out through the mouth. Breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Breathing out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Breathing out, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, keep this rhythm of breath going on your own. Each time you exhale, I want you to make it slightly longer than the last exhale, slowing down our heart rate and calming our body down. As you inhale, let's find our calm. As you exhale, let the body rest. Inhale, calm, and exhale, rest. Inhale, calm, and exhale, rest. Take a moment here with your body. I want you to thank yourself for all the hard work you've done today, putting in the effort for yourself. Alright, when you're ready, start to wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers, flutter open your eyelids, bring yourself back to the room. Thank you everybody for joining my class today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!